guys, I'm excited to be back here after a while. Welcome back to Peculiar Thoughts. And so today we're going to be talking about another juicy topic, because we do it juicy here and we want everybody to look at life from a peculiar point of view. Before we can go anywhere, remember to like, share, subscribe, and please comment. Don't be scared. This is a place that you can give your thoughts, and just all the more we can have a good conversation over here. So today's topic is dependency syndrome. You probably have heard about dependency syndrome here or there, and you're wondering like, oh, okay, what is it about? In case you're one of those that hasn't, am I right? Yeah, if you haven't heard it at all, dependency syndrome is where you value the approval of other people more than you're valuing yourself. Valuing the approval of others more than you value yourself. Okay, so it is not a lie that when it is a syndrome, it is affecting us negatively, but sometimes we may not see it because we somehow feel, no, this is just how I am, this is how life should be. It's okay, we don't mean to judge you, but then I'm going to be mentioning some 5 or more better signs to show that you've got dependency syndrome. Remember, you can have dependency syndrome emotionally, physically, financially, whatever the case. We just want to give you 5 signs that you've got dependency syndrome, and you want to stick around and just get what these signs are, and you look out for them, because if you don't know the problem, that's the first problem. Yes. So knowing the first solution to finding out a solution is knowing that you need solution. Yes. It's the same way with the first thing you should know if you have a problem is understanding that you have a problem. And I think every now and then it's okay to have self-introspection and just look out, what am I doing? What have I been up to? And what is causing this to be this? So yes, here comes the signs. Okay, so when you avoid personal responsibility, it is not a lie that one sign of growth and maturity is owning up to responsibility, because it's not a lie. Growth is one way that will introduce you to responsibility. But if you always find yourself dodging responsibility, even when you know you are supposed to tackle that one responsibility, you have to look out for that. So when you are usually avoiding responsibility, you may be suffering from dependency syndrome. So that, be on the look. Then being unable to make decisions on your own. It's like you can't rely on your mind. It's okay to have you for once. We're not trying to rule what other people can bring on to you in the picture, but when you are unable to decide on your own, you're always depending on friends, family members, and associates, mention them, to always help you decide. That may be a problem. I think as you grow, you have to understand that sometimes you don't need the second voice. It's important. Don't get me wrong. It is important. But you don't always need the second voice for you to practically come up with a decision. Then the third thing is behaving so submissively. It's okay to submit, women, ladies, especially men. Yes, it is okay to submit, but when you're overly submissive to an extent where the people you're submitting to rather becoming the upper hand in everything that you do, you have got to look out for such a situation. It is a sign that you're dipping under dependency syndrome. Then needing repeated assurance. It's okay to get some people to talk about 1 or 2 things when you need assurance. But then when you over need it, you feel like you can't go ahead until somebody comes in the picture. It's as a result of failing to stand up for yourself. If you analyze up to now, what I've talked about is already showing that one person can't really stand for themselves. So when you are repeatedly needing assurance from people before you do 1 or 2 things, you want to look out for that attitude, because that implies that you've got some dependency syndrome and you've got to work on it. Then being easily hurt by disapproval. Disappointment is not one thing that as per individual you'd want to hear. We all had disappointment. Nobody wants to be disappointed. But then if you're easily hurt by any disapproval, now get me right, there's a thin line between being hurt by disapproval from prominent people and being hurt by disapproval from literally everybody. There can be a problem when you are disappointed by your prominent person, say your parents. When they disapprove of something, they hurt your feelings so much. But then usually when you analyze when they're disapproving, as because they are branching from a well of care, of love, or something like that. But then if you're always easily hurt by disapproval from literally everybody, you want to look out for that, because that also implies that you're either getting this dependency syndrome or you're already in the trap and you didn't know that that is what it is. There are many other things that I'm going to talk about on how to then know how you can stand up for yourself, but for now I thought I should share with you all, because I feel these are some of the real issues that some of us find ourselves in, but for some reasons we just think, oh, it's okay, it's fine. It is not okay. It is a syndrome. That's why it is a syndrome, because it is affecting your persona, your courage, and your esteem negatively, and you don't see it. For some reasons you just think it's normal. No, I'm here to disapprove. I hope that doesn't disappoint you, because I believe these are just a few signs that you should look out for. Look out for my next video, because I'm going to be talking about how then you can stand your grounds and try and fight this syndrome. It is real, where we value other people's approval more than ours, and some of us get too indebted to an extent where we need to be validated all the time. But how about you? When do you need you? Can you get you getting you forward? I hope this video tries and brings something to the light, and I hope you remember the few points. There may be 5 or more. Like I said 5, but anyway, if there are more, that's even a benefit. So I want us to look out even for more videos right here, rather, and look out for another time when I'm going to be talking about how then one can stand up for themselves and run away from this so-called dependency syndrome. Thank you so much for staying with me. Until I see you next time. Bye.